different pieces. We've got the decaying average, and this is going to take the most recent result and count that as whatever percentage of mastery weight. So if you look right here, we've got 65%. I could change that and say the last attempt is going to be worth 80%, or we could say that it's worth 70%, and all the others only end up being worth 30% at that point. So a lot of teachers like to use this one when you're talking about student learning outcomes. You can also look at the number of times. Number of times shows that they achieve mastery at a certain amount of times doing it correctly. So we can go ahead and say that for me, mastery is going to be set at 4 on this one. We can also go ahead and choose most recent score. At my institution, I liked having the most recent score because if a student was not able to do it the last time they attempted it, that means they probably weren't able to do it. That means they probably had not mastered the skill. We also then have the highest score. That would be where the student is able to do it one time really well, and maybe the next 10 times they don't. So it depends on how you want to focus on this piece. I'm going to leave mine at most recent score because, like I said, that's what I liked to use the most. Finally, you're going to come down here and click Save. So now we've added first grade addition and addition 1 through 10. Students will be able to add numbers 1 through 10. So this is now my outcome that I have built for my course. I can also come into here where it says Find and click on the button that says Find, and I can find outcomes that have been built out for me from at the sub account, or I can go ahead and find state standards that have been pulled in from my CSM. So for example, we've got the Common States Core for Florida, Georgia, Mississippi, the NGA Center, Tennessee, United Kingdom, and Utah. If you want to go ahead and pull any of these into a specific account, you just come down to where it says Import on the far bottom right-hand corner, and you'd click Import, and those would put those outcomes into your course, and then they would be found right here in this list. So, for example, let's go ahead and find one. I'm going to go ahead and pull in the core standards for dance. And I'm going to import all of those ones into this area. All right, it's taking just a second. Sometimes if it's doing that, I just need to go ahead and refresh it. But if we see right here, I've added the dance to my math area. That means that I didn't click back far enough. So what if I need to delete it now? So I've got this whole area of standards or outcomes that I've pulled in. I can just delete that whole area just by coming over right here and clicking delete. It'll say, okay, so now it's removed. I can come back to the back area, click find one more time. I can choose the dance and import that one more. I don't want that into my first grade edition. Cancel. Oops, sorry about that, everybody. We're going to come back into our group right here. There we go. Now I can click find. There we are. There we go. All right, so with that, I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a moment to go ahead and play with this on your own. I'm going to have you select some outcomes, add a name and a description, then edit the rating and choose a calculation method. Again, the way that we're going to do this is we're going to be in our admin shield. We're going to come up and click on the Waterworld District. Once we've done that, we're going to come and click where it says Outcomes. You can go ahead and add an outcome. You can add a group or find a group. Once you're inside of that area and you've created a group, you can go ahead and name it, add some information in there. You can also come into the first grade addition. You can add addition 1 through 10 right here and edit it right in this area. All right, so I'm going to give you guys a chance to go ahead and play with this on your own. There is a poll open up at the top. As soon as you guys are ready to move on, click on yes, that you are ready to continue, and we'll move into our next section.